what you really don't get a lot of throughout any Bond film is just a general, just kind of day-to-day. Like, you never really think of James Bond doing paperwork or anything like that, right? But I'm just going to read this little bit. This is from Moonraker. This is from the beginning of Moonraker, which is the third book. It was the beginning of a typical routine day for Bond. It was only 2 or 3 times a year that an assignment came along requiring his particular abilities. So, you know, he's just doing shit day-to-day until he goes off and saves the world 3 times a year. For the rest of the year, he had the duties of an easygoing senior civil servant, elastic office hours from around 10 to 6, lunch, generally in the canteen, evenings spent playing cards in the company of a few close friends or at Crockford's, or making love with rather cold passion to one of 3 similarly disposed married women. Weekends playing golf for high stakes at one of the clubs near London. He took no holidays, but was generally given a fortnight's leave at the end of each assignment, in addition to any sick leave that might be necessary. He earned £1,500 a year, the salary of, and I'll get to that, I'll tell you the conversion. He earned £1,500 a year, the salary of a principal officer in the civil service, and he had $1,000 a year free of tax of his own. When he was on a job, he could spend as much as he liked, so for the other months of the year, he could live very well on his £2,000 a year net. He had a small but comfortable flat off the King's Road, an elderly Scottish housekeeper, a treasure called May, and a 1930 4.5-liter Bentley coupe supercharged, which he kept expertly tuned so that he could do 100 when he wanted to. On these things, he spent all his money, and it was his ambition to have as little as possible in his banking account when he was killed, as when he was depressed, he knew he would be before the statutory age of 45. Just a little insight into the day-to-day life of Bond outside of saving the world. So if you use the Googles to find out how much £2,000 was in 1955, that's roughly 52,818 pounds and 72 bits, or whatever the pence, whatever they say. So he basically, I mean, he makes more than like Delta Force does, technically, but he still works for the government. So no wonder he lives it up as much as he can when he's out saving the world.
So he's during the mission, he's just wearing all these really fancy suits. When he's not on mission, he's just at his home wearing like sweatpants and like a white beater, just sitting on a lazy board with a beer.
Us right now. Yeah.
So he walks in to talk to Em, and I'm going out on a mission.
Sweats.
Can I get the suit? They're like, yeah, Bond, you can get the suit. He goes and grabs it out of the closet. Oh, yes, I look good.
Yeah.
Well, go into Dr. No. I mean, like, look at his apartment when in the film, you know. It's actually
it's
a
see
nice
it,
apartment.
which we rarely get to see it.
I think that's like
Only
one of
3
3
times.
appearances.
Yep.
Yeah.
And one of the third was with Daniel Craig.